All right, we've got a small knife to talk about today. It's not the smallest knife I've ever talked about, but it is on the small side. This comes to us from MKM, and this is the Isonzo, Isonzo, Isonzo. I don't know how you pronounce it. Whatever. And it's a cleaver, liner lock, natural micarta scales, wire clip. Like yeah, it's an interesting knife, and it's way small for me. It works great, but as you saw by the thumbnail, it does remind me a lot of the CJRB Milea designed by Swags. Okay. This knife is super small for me also, but this has been a knife that I've carried more than I had often thought I would. Okay. It is a front flipper or a thumb stud. This one is just a thumb hole. Maybe you could reverse flick it. Sure. This comes to us from Jasper Vonex. Voxnez is the designer. M390 blade steel. And it's cool. Small knives kind of scare me, actually, in a weird way. This here cut me really good when I first got it. I think I cut myself on camera with this one. If you go back and look at the video, it got me good. And I think it's because it's a small knife and I'm not used to small knives. So when I handle it or I go to close it, I may not be used to its ergonomics. And yeah, it cut me pretty freaking good. However, because this one is so thin, lightweight, this really became and kind of still is, as odd as this sounds, my swimsuit knife. Yeah, I have a swimsuit knife. Okay, this is a little insight. This is me opening up to you, being vulnerable and sharing some of my secrets. I have a swimsuit knife. Not when I just go to the pool, like here at, like I don't have a pool at my house, but like if I had a pool at my house or something like that, no. It goes with, and this could take its place. This is not mine. This is loaned in from EDC for fun, Dennis. And this one's a little thicker, so I don't know if it would turn into my swimsuit knife. But when I went to Hawaii for the first time and the second time, I did carry the Milea in my swimsuit when I went inner tubing and when I went out snorkeling for the boat ride and things like that, because, well, I'm a knife guy. I'm going to carry a knife. And I thought that's a good one. You've got that little goofy pocket inside of men's swimsuits. At least mine have that little goofy pocket. I think that's for your house key or your keys or something, but it works great for a small little knife like this. This is done really well. I have really no complaints with a small knife. I kind of like this a little better because it does give you that finger choil, so you get a better grip in your hand than on the Milea. You can sort of choke up, but you do run the risk of contacting the edge. So let's talk about the specs of this MKM a little bit. 3 3/8 closed, 5 5/8 overall. Weighs in at 2.5 ounces. It does run on bearings. Blade steel is M390. Liner lock. There is some milling and stuff inside to reduce weight of the liners. All in all, it's a nice package. Has a wire clip, which I think works really well for this knife. I wish they would have used a more countersunk type of hardware for that, but that's okay. And you have a big lanyard hole here, which on a small knife like this might make a lot of sense if you're using this as a well, I don't know how you're using it, but you could put a lanyard onto your tool belt, lanyard onto your belt loop, if you're going to be using this, you can just, kind of drop it and go about your work and then pick it back up and whatnot. So I think that makes a lot of sense for a small knife like this. It also will give you more purchase in your hand if you're going to pocket carry this. You may be in an area where this is not your like backup swimsuit knife. This could just be the knife that you're carrying. And if so, you might want a little more purchase there, because with a lanyard, you'd have a little bit more grab, a little more grip here. So I could see that being used on this knife quite frequently. Okay, here it is next to the Milea. Very similar shapes, size, style. Like they are very similar in design. Here it is next to the Sharpie. Line that up. So you're getting a lot of knife in a small package. The Spyderco Delica. And because it's my new goofy toy, the pocket pliers. So it's bigger than a pocket plier. Again, I don't even know I don't know. I need to find somebody that's actually carrying these. My brother picked a pair up. I've seen them before with people EDCing pliers. I don't understand. So for $30, I bought one to play with and see what the hubbub is about, so to speak. Anyway, here you go. The MKM small cleaver with the name I can't really pronounce. So have a great day and EDC for fun. Thanks very much for sending this in. Please go check out his channel. There'll be a link down below and up in the corner if I can do that. All right. Thanks, guys.